Look closely at nature and you'll notice something surprising. There are patterns everywhere, but nothing is repeating itself exactly. Each leaf and branch are a variation. Every cloud forms differently. No two paths of a river are identical, even though they began from the same place. What will unfold today has never existed in quite the same way. Nature doesn't move by certainty, it moves by exploration. It tries, adapts, shifts, and evolves. Growth isn't a straight line toward a known outcome. It's a constant process of testing possibilities, keeping what works, and transforming what doesn't. In other words, uncertainty isn't a flaw in the system, it is the system. The tree doesn't know the shape it will take as it grows. It responds to the light, water, soil, and time, the result of collaboration. The same tree can fill with leaves each year, but become a version that is new. The same is true for you. You are not here to follow a perfectly mapped out path toward a predetermined version of your life. You are here in many ways, evolving into something new as you go, a variation that hasn't been lived before. And that kind of creation requires space. Space to try, space to change, space to not know. Uncertainty is that space. So when you feel lost, when you don't know exactly where you're going or how things will turn out, it's easy to think that something has gone wrong. But that expectation is unnatural. You're not growing in a vacuum. You're being shaped in an environment of possibilities. Seeds reveal how critical growth happens before we see any activity on the surface. Science explores a universe so vast, it's beyond human comprehension. It's okay not to understand everything. Faith often begins where human understanding reaches its limit. Everywhere we look, what appears uncertain and chaotic is often the very expression of nature's purposeful design. But when certainty disappears, it doesn't just feel unfamiliar, it feels wrong. Maybe it isn't wrong, maybe it's where something new is being formed. A sense of drifting off course can be a sign that you're no longer following an old pattern. You are stepping into a part of the process where there are multiple possibilities, and none of them have been decided yet. That's not failure, that's openness. And openness is where innovation lives. It's where new direction appears, where unexpected paths take shape, where growth happens in ways you couldn't have planned for yourself. Nature doesn't demand certainty before it moves forward. It allows for variation and trusts that something viable will emerge. Instead of needing a guarantee, allow for new possibilities. You don't need to control the final outcome to begin. You just need to be willing to participate in the process. So if you're feeling lost right now, consider this. You might not be off track. You might be in the middle of becoming a version of yourself that hasn't existed before. And that kind of growth has never come from certainty. It has always come from the willingness to let go and step into the unknown.